What's going on, guys? It's the Skylander dude, and I found 4 chase variant Skylanders as well as a bunch of other rare Skylander stuff while hunting, and I'll show you exactly how you can do the same. First up, I have a Japanese copy of Spyro's Adventure on the Wii U. Now, usually on eBay, these copies will sell for 50, 60, 70 bucks just for the game, and that's because Spyro's Adventure only released on the Wii U in Japan. This is like the only regional exclusive Skylanders game in general, which not only makes it valuable for that, but also this is the only way to play Spyro's Adventure on the Wii U. Now, I didn't actually spend that much off of eBay, but I did import this straight from Japan. And even with the shipping costs and the fees, this only came out to around 25 bucks, which is more than half than what this sells for on eBay. The game is in great shape, discs out, no scratches, it's got the manual with it. And this now means I have every single Skylanders game on the Wii U. While eBay isn't your best chance at getting this specific game, it's probably gonna give you your best shot at getting some more rare figures for a lot cheaper. Like, for example, the first chase of the episode, a clear green Firebone hot dog I got. Now, this was technically a private deal, but I did originally find it off of eBay, and this only came out to around 85 or 90 bucks. It's in really good shape. No creases on the card, the glue is still attached to the bubble, and especially with these clears, they sometimes get a little yellowed from the sun. This one's looking great. And usually this wouldn't be too crazy. Yes, it's still a chase variant. It's pretty hard to find and can go upwards of $200. But if you've been keeping track of the channel over these past few years, you will know this is actually the last clear Firebone hot dog I need for the set. Behind me, you can probably actually see the purple and red Firebone hot dog, but this is the last one of the trio that I needed. So it's super satisfying to see these 3 together, and even more so that I got them all less than what they're selling for usually. And you'll soon notice the trend that eBay didn't come in clutch just this once. This next eBay purchase brings me back for hunting for Skylanders back in the day when they were still in Toys R Us, and this is a full set of the holographic Topps trading cards. Even if you didn't have the joy of hunting for Skylanders back during the Golden Age, I'm sure you know of little kiosks right by the registers at stores that have a bunch of trading cards and other mystery blind bags. And of course, being the Skylanders fan that I am, always walking past those at Toys R Us and seeing the Skylanders cards made me want to collect them all. And fortunately today, I basically did that. I think there's a little under 50 cards here, which is the entire holographic set of the Giants Skylanders top cards. I found all these off of an eBay auction, and I think together they came out to around 20 bucks, which means that was less than 50 cents per card. Because there's not a huge market for these cards, you probably rarely will come across a full set, especially of the holographics. So to me, it's really awesome to see all these cards together, kind of completing a side quest from my childhood. And I think I'm still probably gonna sleeve all these up after the episode. But cards aside, let's get back to some chase variants. This next box is, of course, coming from eBay, and I've got 2 chase variants inside of here. The first one here has unfortunately detached from the back of its card, but it is a translucent green twin blade Chop Chop. And this is my first green translucent figure from the Swap Force chases. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it would be a little bit different. I thought it would kind of match the translucent green of the Green Armor Gill Grunt from the Xbox 360 bundle, but this is kind of more cloudy and less perfectly transparent, which isn't bad necessarily. And although it kind of stinks that this is detached from the card, I got a pretty good deal on it, so I'm not gonna get too upset about it. But there is still another one in the box, and it's the translucent green Scorp. Now, both of these came from eBay, like I mentioned, and I got them for 85 bucks a piece, which is probably a little more than half than what they usually sell for. I pretty much jumped right on these as soon as I saw them listed and got a pretty good deal from the sellers, so I appreciate that. Now, this is only 2 out of the 3. That means I'm still missing the green Riptide, but for now, it's still awesome to add these 2 to the collection. Now, before I show off the figure that I'm most excited about today, I have one more really cool item to show off, and that is this right here. You may be looking at this and you might not know what's so special about it, but this is a blank sketch cover of issue 0 of the Skylanders IDW comics. This is not like an alternate cover that would have came to stores or conventions. So while the cover is basically blank besides the Skylanders logo up top, inside is just the normal issue 0 of the comic. There's no difference there. And although I technically got this off of eBay, it actually came directly from David Rodriguez, who was not only the story writer for these comics, but also for Swap Force and Superchargers. I'm super grateful that he actually reached out to me to let me know that he had a few extra of these blank comic covers, and I got this from his eBay listing for only 20 bucks. And who knows how many of these were even produced with these covers. I imagine they were only given to authors and illustrators, I presume. So though not a figure, it is still a super rare, super special piece to add to my collection. I've got a pretty decent collection of the comic books, but nothing compares to this one right here. And I'm willing to guess there's less of these than most of the Chase variants. And now the last Chase variant of the episode, which I think is the coolest. And that last figure is Glitter or Sparkle Sonic Boom. And although this card also separated from the bubble due to the age, the figure itself is super, super cool. I always loved the look of this glitter chase line they did in Giants, and this is the first one I can add to my collection. I don't have the hot head or the sprocket, but this Sonic Boom looks super, super cool. And although this wasn't off of eBay, I got this from a private seller and only paid 90 bucks for this figure. It might seem like a lot, and it really isn't. This is one of those figures that I'm seeing less and less of off of eBay, and I'm beginning to think that this is becoming one of the more rare Giants Chase variants. Actually, all the figures from that glitter or sparkle line are actually pretty rarely posted on eBay, so I'm glad I was able to pick this up. And besides that the glue just dried off from the back, it's still in really good shape. The card is in really good shape, the bubble's not cracked or dented, so I do think it still holds more value. The reality is, if you've been keeping track of this episode, I spent quite a bit of money on these figures. Unfortunately, hunting for Skylanders in 2024 is expensive, especially if you're like me and have all the common figures already. But that doesn't mean the deals aren't out there. eBay is definitely going to be your best bet when it comes to hunting, and 9 times out of 10, you got to be at the right place at the right time, see an item soon after it's posted, and hopefully get it for a good price. And if you're planning to do some hunting off of eBay, you can use my affiliate link in the description. It's at no extra cost to you, but I may receive a commission based on what you purchase. Here is the haul from the hunting episode today. Let me know in the comments if you yourself found any deals and what you got. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Peace.